So how is everyone? I wanted to make a quick video about which I think a lot of people might suffer, especially in relationships as well. So this video is about when you live with someone who is messy and you're the one that feels like you're doing more in terms of housework. And even if it's sexist, what I come across is that it's mostly the women that do more than the men in the house. And my example is a bit different to that. And my sister, I've already let her know that I'm making this video, but I live with my sister and we are complete opposites. And one of the big reasons we're complete opposites is that she is messy and I am tidy and I'm organised, and I like things clean and I like to know where things are. And we're different and everybody's different. If we were all the same, you know, it would be a weird world. But it would just be a load of you on repeat, which would be really strange. But anyways, so we are complete opposites. And in the beginning, I was getting very, very triggered from it. And it was really, really frustrating. And I had to work out, if you've got a situation that's not going to change, just like anything, you have to work out how for you to change. And I don't mean that you like change who you are or you become messy or anything like that. I don't mean that. I mean you have to change you on the inside of how you're reacting and responding to it. So how this went for me was, I had to work out, first of all, what does she bring that I don't? So if I'm bringing the tidy, what is she bringing that I don't? Because there will be, even if you're mad at your spouse or whatever, there will be things that they bring or can do that you can't. So acknowledging that. And with my sister, what she brings is she's got a great style for, like, she should really do interior design or something. She is great also at like clothing and stuff, putting things together, and she's great at gifts. So I save a lot of time with her because she online shops. She's like sorted out so much of our Christmas already and we're still in November. So that's time that I'm saving instead of me begrudging time that I'm spending while I'm doing things that she doesn't say or feel need done. So that's like one element of it. So I had to look at what she brings that I don't and see that rather than just focusing on what she's not doing. So I found that was quite helpful. And the other thing is, when you are doing stuff, so if you are the tidy one, when you are doing stuff, you need to remember that you're choosing to do it. So instead of begrudgingly say doing the dishes or something, you need to say I'm choosing to do the dishes, and you need to fill in the blank as to why. So I'm choosing to do the dishes because I like to live in a clean home. I'm choosing to do the dishes because I need to use a glass. So that tricks the mind into feeling like it's choice, and will help against feeling resentful, and will help against feeling like you have to. Also, you might be a bit like me where you've gone a bit too far with the clean as well. Like you might be borderline in like OCD. So it's worth kind of looking at that as well. You know, what's going on for you? Did you grow up, I don't know, in chaos? So you're trying to over control, micromanage? Or is this an area of your life you do it because in another area you don't? Stuff like that. So always dig deep with stuff as well and ask yourself what's behind your behaviour as well. And that's not to say that everyone that's tidy, you know, there's something wrong with them. But if we are being triggered by, say, something being in the wrong place or something not being tidied up, we need to look at what's going on. And also another tip that I have is time frame. So if you ask somebody to do something and it's still not done, it might be that you're on two total different time frames. So what's acceptable for you is different for them, you know, like, sorry, what's not acceptable for you. So if you ask for something to be moved, you might have in your head that should be done straight away or within the next couple of hours or within the next day. That other person's, they're on their own time frame. So it is really good to, if you do have to ask for something is to ask and give a time frame. So would you be able to put that washing in by 6 p.m. please? That kind of thing can work as well. And recognizing that everybody is different, and what you see is important, other people don't as well, or have different values. So recognizing the differences, and also taking some responsibility. Like, I chose to live with my sister, you know, I chose that. No one's forced that on us, you know, so I need to kind of address that, and looking at the benefits as well. Like, for me to live with her means everything's halved, bills, things like that, not chores but bills, and that's a different kind of positive as well. So yeah, so that's my tips. If you live with someone who is maybe different to you, and it shows up in the form of the tidiness and the chores, another tip that just popped in my head as well that I tell people is compromise where you can. So our compromise, me and my sister, was one, to get a cleaner once a week. Pat is lovely, and I'm so glad we got her as well. The other compromise was that we got a dishwasher, and you can probably hear it in the background because it's one of my favourite things ever, honestly. I always say thank you to the electrical equipment as well. I just find being grateful, you know, feels really good. So where's your compromises to be had? If that person is naturally messy and it isn't going to change, it's part of who they are, no matter how much you nag them. It's just where their heads are at the minute, or it's just part of who they are. So it's not, it's fixed, let's say. Where's your compromises, you know? Or if you're spending more time cleaning and it's a partner, and you could say, right, so I'll take on more time cleaning, but this is what I want from you. You know, you might want them to treat you to a spa day once a month, I don't know, however that looks for you. So them are my top tips that I've come across living in this situation. And obviously mine isn't a spouse, but it's the same situation when you're sharing a space, and if you're a certain way and someone else is a different way, it's going to be tough. So make it as easy as possible, you know. What's that saying? If you can't change it, I don't know, it's gone from my head, but just, you know, if it's unchangeable, change the way you look at it. If you can't change the way you look at things, no, if you can't change the thing you're looking at, change the way you look at the thing. Oh, I don't know. I think there might be a Wayne Dyer who I love as well. Anyway, I'm going to wrap this up. I'm on 7 minutes, so peace, love and light. Thank you.